Hey guys, Inabu here with a new video, and today we're going to talk about my summer 2020 freestyle build. Now this was a build that I had laid out in a previous video that was going to use the iFlight V4 XL5 frame along with the T-Motor V-Lux 2306.5 2550 kV motors. We used a Caddx Ratel Starlight camera for the FPV camera here in the Cola Red, along with the SpeedyBee F7 flight controller and the Hobbywing 65 amp 4-in-1 ESC. This thing flies like a dream. I am so happy with the way that this turned out. The overall control of the frame was just spectacular, along with the using some different props such as the Wind Dancers from GemFam and the HQ VS2s. The control on the frame was very spot on, and the throttle control using these 2550 kV motors, they definitely gave me a lot of punch when I needed it. And you can see some previous freestyle videos that I put up. I loved this build overall. It came together very nicely. The overall stack was easy to get everything into place the way I wanted it. And I was able to fit the ESC flight controller and the Mach 3 VTX from Race Day Quads right in the center of the stack. Overall, everything came together nicely. We even have a emergency buzzer here that would allow us to find it if we lose battery power, right here in the stack behind where the VTX camera is. And the nano receiver from TBS for the Crossfire fits snugly here in the back. We ran the XT60 and battery lead right out through the TPU that came with the frame, and everything was a fantastic and quite simply a nice easy build. I custom printed this piece here to hold the Immortal T antenna in place. And this was something I found on Thingiverse. If you want, leave a message in the comments and I will link the description to this for you. Also, these standoffs here, we did not use the ones that came with the frame. They would pull apart when I tried to snug down the screws. So I 3D printed these also, which were files on Thingiverse. Leave a comment if you'd like to get a link to these, but they're easy to find. Everything's soft mounted, including the flight controller. The VTX is even soft mounted on there, and the ESC, as well as soft mounting that we put in here for the motors, which may not show up on camera, but there is some soft mounted TPU that I printed out to put right there for us. Overall, I was very happy with the response and the way the build went, but there is a big but. About, I'd say probably 7 flights in, I clipped the top of a tree. And I don't know if you've already noticed, but the frame is missing the standoff here. But the big caveat was we completely broke the bottom plate, the sandwich plate, which if you look here, there's a complete separation. And honestly, it was not that bad of a crash at all. I landed in pretty long grass. I clipped the top of a tree. I didn't even hit any branches in the tree. I clipped the top of the tree, went over the tree, and went straight into the grass. So we broke those plates. And we pretty much broke one of the arms here, which is this one here. If you can see, that arm is no longer straight, but actually curves up here. So I am extremely happy with the way the frame flies, but the overall durability of the frame leaves a lot to be desired. Now, I do have a second frame. I did buy them in pairs. So I do have a second frame to fix this one here, but this isn't even my first iFlight frame that I've built. I also built a 6-inch version of this exact same frame. And when I hit, a branch and I came down, I broke 2 arms, a bottom plate, a sandwich plate, and I cracked the top plate. So the durability factor for these iFlight frames, I don't see it there. So I thought maybe, just maybe, it was me. Maybe I was flying a little too hard and I'm the reason why it broke. But once I started digging around in the forums on Facebook and looking at some of the reviews, I see that a lot of you out there said the same thing, that the durability on these frames is a lot to be desired. So, would I recommend this frame? That's a really soft no. And I say a soft no because I love the look of the frame. I love the way it does fly. I like how easy it is to build. Changing the arms is easy. Pricing on them is relatively not that bad. You can find them somewhere between $40 to $50. But if you're flying hard, you're going to break this frame. It's not a if, it's a when. You are going to break this frame, and you're probably going to break it more than once. And in more than one spot. Because, again, this wasn't even a hard crash, and I mean, this thing is completely separated. Completely. There is nothing holding that. And I really believe it's because you've got these 4 or 5 millimeter arms. I forget exactly how thick these are. I think they are 5 millimeter. So you've got 5 millimeter arms being held together by a 2 millimeter sandwich plate and a 2 millimeter bottom plate. You need a little bit more meat right here. And especially because they meet right here, when you crash, all that force, this cutout right here, that's your weak spot. And it's the same cutout in both the bottom plate and the sandwich plate. So this right here, that's your weak spot. And they break, each one, I've broken 3 of these now. Each one has broken in that spot. So, in conclusion, I love the way it flies, but durability, I don't see it. So, I'm definitely going to probably move this build to another frame. I did actually put some feelers out there for a more durable frame. I'm waiting to see if something comes in. But leave your comments or questions down in the comments below. Like and subscribe as always, guys. And I will keep you posted on the next build. But for all of the components, this thing flies like a monster. It's fantastic. I'm very happy with it. I can't wait to put this all on a frame that can handle it. You can see here, it's definitely been flying hard already. I'm going to get some more videos and content out to you. And as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day.